Looks like we're going to be live. We need to pop out the chat really quick here. So are we live yet? Looks like we are live. Nice. We need to pop out the chat. Sweet. And then restore chat? No. Pop out chat. Sorry folks, bear with me. Okay, there it'll be right there. Alright. So it's in its whole other window, it looks like. And I don't know how to join the two, but I can look at it like that. Alright, cool. So when we get some comments, I'll go in there and read them. Alright, folks, good morning, good afternoon, good night. Whatever time you're watching this, as always, thanks for watching Common Sense Fishing. Thanks for bearing with me as I befoodle my way through this, because I am the only person here, so I don't have any kind of producers or any kind of computer software people or people that know what they're doing. It's just me. Excuse me. Whew. Energy drink, right? Not healthy for you, I know. But anyways, Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year. I hope everyone's safe. We're doing this special live stream to celebrate hitting our 2K sub mark. I know that's not much, but hey, it's something to me. So we've been at this almost about 3 years now on YouTube. And so it's taken me a while. It's a grind. I got monetized about a year and some change ago. It's just been a slow grind. I've had a lot of hurdles to jump over. The boat's been in the shop. I've been down twice now, costing me a lot of time that I can't record and stuff. And then obviously I do heating and air conditioning, so the summer's been crazy and the winter's been a little busier than usual. So good problems on that end. But it's been a wild up and down ride. So for those of you who are new here, welcome to the channel. This is Common Sense Fishing. We do live streams. We have giveaways often. I do tips and tricks on how to catch fish on local lakes. I'll break down other lakes. I do uploaded videos of fishing trips, tips, how-to videos, also just some random fun stuff, and shorts and stuff like that. And I'm going to try to branch out and do a little bit more. I have another channel, Common Sense Talks, where I talk about like the news, current events, stuff like that. So thanks for joining, and welcome to the show. So we're going to have our giveaway tonight. We do the Wheel of Names. So later on tonight, we're going to do our big giveaway. All the members of the channel, you don't have to do anything. As far as you're going to get a Christmas present from me, but for the 2K sub, you have to make sure you're subscribed, leave a comment, and comment giveaway in the section, and we'll add your name to the Wheel of Names here, and then later on, we spin it and away we go. So I've got a couple things up that I want to talk about tonight. Go over a couple of different lake breakdowns. Hopefully we get some people on tonight. I know it's close to Christmas. People are going to be with family and friends. But if you're watching this at a later time, I'm going to basically break down, I think Maloney's is the one I want to break down right now. I've kind of broken down Pedro and McClure a bunch of times. So I'm going to shift over to New Maloney's. We're going to give you guys a couple of my favorite spots in there to go and just smack some nice big fish. Especially in the wintertime, where to catch them just extremely deep, anywhere from 50 down to like 80 or 90 even. Jigs are fun bite when it's deep, and you can get some of the bigger fish down there, although the smaller fish will peck at your jig too. You can obviously, drop shot, Ned rig, stuff like that. It really depends on what the fish are doing, whether they're on the bottom in the winter, which they can be a lot of the time, or whether they're lifting up or moving around at all. And we're going through a real nasty cold snap, so I haven't been out there lately, but if they're going to be one of two ways. In the wintertime, you'll have fish that are still in like 4 or 5 feet of water, or even in a couple feet of water. You'll have fish that are in 10, 20. but you'll have a large amount of fish that'll hang out in between the 40 to 60 range or deeper, especially in the winter. And there's two kind of main ways that they'll do this. Well, especially, let's just talk about some deep fishing when they're over, say, 25, 30 feet. Particularly in the wintertime, they'll tend to either be a few feet, like literally only 1 to 2 feet off of the bottom, slowly moving around in packs, kind of just doing their thing, feeding or just resting. Fish don't like rest, but just slow swimming and kind of moving around. Versus sometimes they literally will hunker right on the bottom and barely move and just sit there and just kind of hunker in place, and they're just sitting on the bottom. And so when they're doing that, you want to definitely have something that's in contact with the bottom. They're not going to be looking up much. They're not going to be very active. The bite will be a lot slower. Once you catch a fish, though, you can trigger the school to start turning on. You can actually catch a few active fish, and then you'll notice it dies back down. In which case, you got to drag your bait right back through there again to trick one of those lazy bass into biting again. And so when they're on the bottom, you're definitely going to want to have something bottom contact, which would be in the finesse world, something like a Ned rig. If you're trying to fish really deep, it'll get down fast. A Nico rig with a heavier weight, do the same thing. And you can use a Tokyo rig, but a jig as well. A jig works great, catches bigger fish, the jig poofs out. It's a bigger presentation, and sometimes the better of the fish down there will pick that up. While a little tiny Ned rig could get picked up by a monster too, but a little, 10-inch, 12-inch bass can pick that up as well. They can pick a 10, 12-inch bass can pick a jig up too. Don't get me wrong, but I've just had a lot of better luck, with something like a jig. It's just tricky for some people, for me at first too, until I'd done it long enough to fish that big a lure that deep. It just feels weird. It feels off. So when you're fishing a jig that deep and just how heavy it feels, sometimes when the fish are, a lot of the time, this time of year, the bite will feel like just a soft weight, or when you go to lift up, you'll still be able to kind of lift up and drag stuff, but what'll happen is your bait will feel X amount of weight, and when you have a fish on it, it'll feel just slightly heavier, because the fish will kind of move in with you if the lure's in its mouth, and then it'll eventually kind of spit it out, and you might feel it. But usually when you set the hook, fish is gone. That's because that weight that you felt was a fish. We like to call it a pressure bite, when you just feel a soft pressure, and that's it, not a tap. Whether it's a little tap, big tap, whatever, a pressure bite is something that's a whole nother ballpark, and that's what you got to get used to fishing in the wintertime, is there's be a lot of pressure bites. So that's if you're deep fishing. One thing though is if you want to fish in the rocks, fish up shallow, fish in the rocks and wood, and you can get bass in the wintertime that are sitting up there in shallow areas, as well as something like a jerk bait, or also you can speed crank. There's a lot of things, because this is barely the beginning of winter, so we're just going from that fall to winter transition. But so you can jig fish, you can do a lot of things. However, a lot of fish are schooling up, or already just massive schools. There's lots of them. You can catch, and there'll still be some decent scattered fish, but most of the fish are pulling into giant schools right now. Things like a flutter spoon, a jigging spoon. That's, going to be a really good way to catch those fish, especially if they're suspended off the bottom. Now, when they're, like I said, a lot of the time, especially as winter progresses, we get particularly cold snaps. Those fish will meld into the bottom. They'll almost seem to disappear on your fish finder, like you can't find them. That's because the signature of the fish, literally the body of the fish is almost like the same as the mucky mud, that first top layer. So if you ever noticed on a traditional sonar or fish finder, even a lot of them, the top layer, even in some kind of lumpy and sometimes streaky areas, you could see like is a brighter color or reddish or orange. They might go to a more yellow or whatever, depending on what color pattern you have. And you can kind of see the contour of the bottom in a sense. Well, those fish, that could be fish. And you wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the fish and the rock or a fish in a mound of mud, because the mud's soft and the sonar can penetrate it just a little bit, right? You could tell hard bottom, this and that. And so when those fish are smacked down to the bottom, a lot of the times you sail right over them and think they're not there because your fish finder doesn't show them, but they're there. That's if they're smacked to the bottom. A lot of the time, though, if you're on a big enough school of fish, they're not going to be doing that. You know, you might have 10, 15 of them or a grouping of them that are smacked to the bottom, but you got a couple hundred fish or 50, 60 fish or 100 or more, hundreds of fish, then they're going to be a big school of them and it's going to be hard to hide. So you want to look for things like birds, stuff that gives it away, because if there's a school that big of bass, then there's going to be an even bigger school of bait fish, which will lead to usually, birds that are there, fishermen birds that are diving down and eating those. So if you're driving down arms and you see just a bird here and there, a bird, and then you go into one arm and it's just loaded with birds, go in there real slow, turn on your fish finder, check things out. A lot of time that'll pay off. Ooh, I think I got me some dinner coming. Ooh, thank you. Oh, and some packets. All right, love it. Sweet. I haven't got a chance to eat, so sorry, folks. You're going to have to bear with me as I munch down some tacos. It isn't Tuesday, but every day is Taco Tuesday. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, they didn't give me any napkins, so if I eat and I got like stuff all over my face, I'm going to look like a fool. Oh, man. Don't look like we have even anybody on tonight. It's so crazy. We might have to postpone the giveaway till another night then if we don't have anybody on that to comment and win anything. Oh, hey. Looks like we do have some chats. I can legit talk to myself for hours and not get bored. Oh, I can see your guys' comments now. You're funny. James David. What's up, Gerbs? Merry Christmas, Ram Rancher. How long is your delay? Do you have a delay? Just went to Maloney's today. Too many trees. What's up, Ray? Smacked him with a jig. Merry Christmas, boys. Is it me or is there just a map? I just see a map too. Sam can legit talk to himself for hours. He won't get bored, I know. You guys got it. Let me see what's going on here. I'm trying to show you guys some of my favorite colors. Ishman Rose did some color changes throughout the years. This is the cold-blooded now that you get. This is a cold-blooded that they used to have. And it went from like this pattern to I believe this pattern now. Because technically when you shop in the stores, there should be, this one's the Delta Crawl. And then these ones are all cold-blooded. But you notice that this one's a brighter red, this one's a darker red, but they're holographic see-through. And then this one's a whole different pattern altogether. Oh, nice. Speak of the devil. All right. So apparently the let's see here. Apparently you guys aren't seeing. Okay, so apparently you guys aren't seeing. Alright. Me, you're just seeing the map, huh? So let's see here. Display capture. You should be seeing me too, though. Where am I at? I notice I don't see me either. Wait a minute. Wait just a moment. See? Oh man, I gotta play with this more often, or else I end up putting my foot in my mouth here. And look, I can't even host a live stream properly. Oh my goodness. So first I need to, do I start virtual camera too? No. Maybe. I don't know. Why did my... No. Where is it at? I should be a little square right here somewhere. Where am I at? Sorry, folks. Is it this too? No. Goodness, folks, I'm a burnout, ain't I? Oh, nope. You guys probably laughing at me like this idiot can't get his shite together. Where's the comments at? I gotta find the comments again. Show us those cheeks, Sam. You guys, I'm trying to get my face on here. And she started, that's why I thought you were on a delay. I know. Can you guys at least hear my face? I'm gonna have to type now. Hold on. Can you hear my face? Ha ha ha! Can you hear my voice? What a burnout. So what the smidgen is going on here? What is happening? Why do we have no... So I can see on YouTube-ish here that it's working there. Oh, I feel like a boob. Where is my... I'm going to end up pushing buttons that I don't know how to take back. Watch. Window capture. Okay. No, I don't think we're supposed to do that. Discard. No. Oh, maybe. But it needs to be, see, it would be like that. And instead of window capture, see, that would be blank. Okay, it needs to be video capture device 2. Oh, folks, sorry. Configure video. What the shiznatoff? Okay. Why am I not right here? I'm so pissed off. Oh, folks. See, this is what happens when I try to stream so that I could share my screen. Because I'm trying to, let's see here. See, like, I'm trying to show you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, some maps. I'm trying to, for sure. All right, tell you what, folks. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the other version because for some damn reason this is not capturing the video as me as well. I'm going to see if I cannot do some kind of buffoonery to figure it out real quick, and then I lose all my peoples real fast while you're... Oh, video. So I've got display capture, but why the hell is my... Where did it go? Where did you go, George? I'm losing everybody. Bye. Oh, no. Oh, be happy you can't see me because I probably look like a fool trying to figure this shit out. You guys can see me. Why is there no damn desktop video? Look, it's right there. You shizer. Okay. How about we remove your button? I don't want video capture device 2. Yes. And then we're going to add video device capture. Okay. I don't want to deactivate. Okay. And it still didn't work. See? Man. It worked on my little trial video, and now it don't work. Gosh darn it. All right. We're going to stop streaming, and I'm going to do a do-over.